I have mentioned the Asuka Kiyomihara Ryō and the Taihō Ritsuryō in the last few videos. So in this one, I am going to very briefly talk about those two. And for the next couple of videos, I will be covering a couple of words each. Again, this is not going to be a full exploration of them, just a basic idea so you know what is meant when you hear these terms. The Ritsuryō are considered with beginning with the Taika reforms, Taika no Kaishin, typically dated to 645 CE. However, the Asuka Kiyomihara Ryō, Asuka Kiyomihara Code, is one of the earliest of the codes under the Ritsuryō. In relation to my previous videos, this is considered when the Daijokan, Daijodaijin, Sadaijin, and Udaijin were first established, along with what were called the 8 ministries and other elements of the imperial government. This created the basis for the form of the imperial government structure that would continue to exist, with some changes, until the late 1800s. The Asuka Kiyomihara Ryō was a set of administrative regulations, and is typically dated as being compiled in 689 CE. However, there are no extant copies of this from this time period, and what we do know, for the lack of a better word, about the Asuka Kiyomihara Ryō comes from later documents and sources. The Taihō code, Taihō Ritsuryō, is typically dated to around 702 CE and is considered to be the first full set of Ritsuryō. It included both criminal laws as well as administrative regulations. Among other things, it codified the previously mentioned titles from the Asuka Kiyomihara Ryō. It borrowed heavily from Chinese law of the Tang dynasty, but it did not adopt them wholesale. Elements were altered or removed to suit the objectives of the Japanese imperial government, as well as specifically Japanese elements were added. Thank you so much for joining me and watching this video. I appreciate you giving me your time. Please check out the playlist for other videos on kanji and vocabulary words by myself and Anthony Cummings. Until next time, otsukaresama deshita.